When I first set out on my journey to truly understand the dynamics of human attraction, I realized something crucial. Most of what we're taught about dating is either incomplete or outdated. So, through years of personal experience, trial and error, and studying behavioral psychology, I developed what I now call the 10X Dating Project Attraction Blueprint, a structured system for meeting, attracting, and deeply connecting with women in a way that feels natural, confident, and powerful. This guide represents not just theory, but a step-by-step system I've lived, refined, and taught to countless others who wanted to master their dating lives. Let's dive into it. Phase 1. Opening the interaction. The very first step is the open, the moment you initiate contact. My system teaches that opening isn't about having the perfect line, it's about delivering the right energy. I learned early that most guys put too much pressure on their opener. They search for that magic phrase that guarantees success. But in truth, what you say matters far less than how you say it. In my blueprint, we focus on high-value, low-investment opens. Examples include, "Hey, you guys look like you're having way too much fun. What's the occasion?" Quick opinion. Does confidence come from nature or nurture? These openers are disarming because they're non-needy and socially calibrated. They suggest that you're already comfortable, already winning at life. You're simply inviting others into your fun reality. A critical part of my system is neutralizing rejection. I train my students to understand that rejection isn't personal, it's mechanical. Sometimes an open doesn't land because of factors outside your control. Shrug it off. Move to the next set. Phase 2. Creating instant attraction. Once the door is open, it's all about generating attraction, and fast. In my framework, attraction is created through demonstrations of higher value, DHVs, pre-selection, leader of men qualities, emotional stimulation. When I demonstrate higher value, it's never by bragging. It's subtle, through storytelling, body language, and social intelligence. For example, mentioning in passing that you're mentoring younger guys at your company casually signals leadership. Pre-selection is another pillar. In evolutionary psychology, women are drawn to men who are desired by other women. My system teaches how to visibly show social proof without ever appearing desperate. When I'm with friends, especially mixed groups, women can feel that I'm valued. They see the fun, the laughs, the subtle touches from female friends. These passive indicators do more than any line could. Phase 3. Qualification. Flipping the script. Here's where most men drop the ball. Once attraction is established, the next phase in the 10X dating project system is qualification, making her work for your attention. Most guys fall into the trap of endlessly trying to impress. I flip that script. I train men to make women qualify themselves to you. Example phrases from my arsenal. "You seem cool, but what else do you have going for you besides being pretty?" "I'm super picky about who I invest time with." "What makes you different?" Notice the framing. "I am the prize." This simple, subtle shift changes the dynamic entirely. It triggers a woman's natural desire to prove herself worthy, flipping her into active pursuit mode. Phase 4. Comfort building. Depth over hype. Attraction alone isn't enough. One of the core elements of my method, something I saw missing in most pickup material, is deep comfort building. Comfort is the bridge between attraction and intimacy. In my system, we use techniques like sharing vulnerabilities strategically, future projection, imagine you and I traveling together, active listening. I teach my clients to create emotional safety. That's the real game changer. When I tell a story about a tough challenge I overcame, not to boast, but to connect, it opens the door for her to share her real self too. This creates an authentic bond that shallow surface-level guys can't match. We also escalate physically during this stage, subtly and naturally. Things like touching her lightly on the arm during a laugh, guiding her through a crowd, and slowly increasing proximity. Comfort plus physicality equals unstoppable. Phase 5. Seduction. Leading with intent. Seduction in the 10X dating project. Blueprint isn't about trickery or forcing anything. It's about leading, with clarity, with presence, and with genuine masculine energy. Once attraction and comfort are locked, I lead the interaction toward intimacy with Isolation. Moving her from the group to a one-on-one space. Escalation. Windows. Noticing when she's ready for a kiss or deeper connection. Last-minute resistance. Handling. Gently navigating any hesitations without pressure or manipulation. I always tell my clients, never rush the seduction. Rushing breaks the tension. Instead, you amplify the sexual tension until it's almost unbearable, and then you release it. Think of it like tuning a guitar string. Tighten it too fast and it snaps. Tighten it gradually and it produces beautiful music. That's real seduction. The core psychological triggers in 10x Dating Project behind every phase of my system are deeply rooted psychological triggers. Trigger, scarcity. Example, you're selective, not available to everyone. Trigger, social proof. Example, you're already valued by others. Trigger, pre-selection. Example, women see you're desired, making you more desirable. Trigger, challenge. Example, she works to earn your interest. Trigger, leader of men. Example, you command respect naturally. Trigger, value projection. Example, you project lifestyle, status, and charisma without trying. These triggers are timeless because they're hardwired into human nature. Common mistakes most men make that I avoid. I want to address something important, the typical mistakes I see guys make. Overinvesting early, chasing her approval before she's earned yours. Being outcome dependent, getting rattled when a single interaction doesn't go well. Skipping comfort, trying to escalate physically without emotional grounding. Not leading, waiting for her to make the next move. When you follow my system, these mistakes become relics of the past. Advanced strategies from my field experience. As someone who's lived this system globally, from New York rooftops to Parisian cafes to Bali beach bars, I've developed advanced nuances that take the core structure to the next level. Microcalibration. Adjusting energy levels mid-interaction based on subtle feedback. Social circle mastery. Building and leveraging social networks for dating abundance. Venue flow. Understanding how energy shifts during a night out and riding those waves. Emotional leading. Not just logistical leading. Guiding the entire emotional journey. Master these, and dating becomes effortless. My personal philosophy on attraction. At the end of the day, the 10x Dating Project system isn't about faking anything. It's about becoming the man women are naturally drawn to. It's about living a life of excellence, sharpening social skills until they feel like second nature, building true emotional connections, leading with kindness, strength, and humor. It's about magnetism, not manipulation. Final words. Your new reality awaits. If you take one thing away from my system, let it be this. Attraction is a skill, not a gift. Nobody is born good with women. I wasn't. I built these skills brick by brick, conversation by conversation, failure by glorious failure. And if I can do it, so can you. The 10x Dating Project Attraction Blueprint is your map. Now it's your turn to walk the path. I'll see you at the top. Zine X Dating Project.